Hello everybody! Today we are going to make a rice cooker cake, a Japanese rice cooker cake. It actually seemed a little bit complicated even though the recipe stated otherwise. So the first very important step apparently is to cool down the cream cheese, which we didn't do last time, or we had problems with in the past. And another trick or common sense, portion the cream cheese into smaller pieces so it can warm up a little bit faster. But first I have to look up the recipe.
One party spending $2.7 trillion in 2 years. Compromise on free speech.
We're not going to compromise on free speech, right? That was Elon's commitment.
So I'm done cooking. Now I have to do the least interesting part, cleaning up. Yay! Oh yeah! Ooh! Wow! Look at those bubbles and dirty dishes. Quick recap. The recipe itself isn't that complicated. I think most of the things you have already at home, minus the cream cheese. I don't know how much of a cream cheese lover you are. The tricky, but the recipe says it's foolproof, or maybe I've misread, but in my head it said foolproof. The tricky thing is you have to make meringue. It looks like whipped cream, but it's made out of egg whites, and you can put them also in the what's it called, in the oven, and get like very sugary white bizets, I think. Well, at least I think that's how they are made. The tricky part is to fold it in, because you are not supposed to overdo it, otherwise the cake isn't going to work. If you don't really mix or fold it in very well, you'll get like pieces of meringue in your cake batter. I didn't tell you what cake we're making, and we're making a Japanese cheesecake. And I waited even longer than half an hour to get every ingredient on room temperature. Hopefully I didn't overdo it, but it still felt cold enough. So I guess after an hour it's okay to use it. Oh, and we're making lasagna. Well, Jacob made lasagna today, and I'm sitting right next to the oven and looking at the lasagna, which is already ready, but we'll have to wait for Jacob. This is our new rice cooker by Arendo. We're pretty happy with it for now. The only thing that bothers me is that when you open the lid, it's not opening up completely. I'm not sure if it's with every rice cooker, but yeah, this bothers me. This is actually not a rice cooker, it's a multi-cooker, because we can cook rice, quick cook, soup, porridge, as if porridge or soup. Oh, it's done. Every time it's finished it says oh, and gets into keep warm mode, but I don't know what the O stands for. Yeah, it's hot. I think it's done. The cake should lift up or loosen itself from the edges, which it does. I actually like the lid almost goes up completely. I think it just did sink in a little bit. At least I have the footage to reference. It cooled down for about 15 minutes, and now we're going to flip it. Oh Jesus. It's a bread loaf. It smells like omelette, but this is pretty clean. I hope this will taste at least somewhat good. Well, it feels spongy. Our bread loaf. It's probably about 3 centimeters. Jacob's playing a game. Ignore him. We are having probably even more fun. Oh well, I imagined that this will look better. It's okay, I guess. No, it's not. I just sprinkled the rest on top, because why not? Man, I'm so disappointed. It's not spongy at all. Okay, but wait. The consistency actually looks like a cheesecake. It's very smooth. Very smooth. I mean, cheesecakes aren't spongy either. Maybe it will taste after all. It does. Sorry. It does taste like cheesecake. You can definitely taste the eggs. It's an eggy cheesecake, but actually, I feel like that's a pretty normal cheesecake. It tastes so good. I like cheesecake, but it doesn't look like in the picture, so I feel like the recipe had a very spongy cake that looked like a cake and not much of a cheesecake, but this is the perfect cheesecake. And it's very smooth. I've never had such a smooth cheesecake. Do you see the smoothness? You don't, because it's so smooth.